Okay, so I'm not certain, kind of like with the previous short track we did, I'm not certain whether I should tune myself for like tight turns and whatnot. Yeah, so this looks like a fairly gentle-ish circle course. So I'll keep going with a balanced loadout for now. It hurts to see the money that I'm accumulating right now and thinking, oh man, I'm absolutely not going to be spending this on increasing my stats. I'm going to be using this on Kalimba. But Kalimba is fun. We haven't been there yet, but I enjoy the place. You've basically seen this already. If I had to buy it, I don't know why you do, compared to everything else. I guess you have to buy your Tropical Island Getaway or whatever, but... Get off me. They had the audacity to land on me and then yell at me for it. Or at least shake their fist at me. Yeah, this is not a course that you need super high acceleration for, I think. You actually do want some top speed for keeping your speed up and having high speed to start with on these smooth bends. This is a weird course. Yeah, I feel like these last couple short tracks have been simpler. Now. Have been simpler than prior short tracks. It's kind of weird. I probably have time to catch up in 7 laps. Oh, just drove over someone. Do still have to worry a little bit about keeping my traction on here. If I turn too hard, I will lose it. As long as I don't, it's not a big deal. I do tend to take the outside of this one. I guess just keep the ride smoother and so on, and not, again, not lose all my traction. Yeah, and now some parts like this where I just kind of drift outwards because of the jump. I know this is a pretty easygoing map. Pretty considerable contrast to the course just before it. And then of course there, of all places, I actually cut the inside instead. Which I paid dearly for last time. Or at least 3 times ago, I guess. Whatever. The game takes issue with me going too far on the outside, which I find very strange. This game's pretty strict sometimes about what path allows you to take, which I find kind of strange. Because there are lots of times where I feel like in a real competition, you'd probably be allowed just fine to, at the very least, go a little bit outside in the sense of like taking the outside of a turn really hard. I know it's going to say you're cheating doing that. If you could have turned really hard, maybe, but at the same time, in that case, why don't they, you know, like, put something between? If they don't want you to cut a corner, why not, like, put a physical barrier there or something? Which they usually do, of course. If you have a hairpin turn, like a 180-degree hairpin turn, you're going to have something between the 2 tracks, of course. You're going to require that they actually go out all the way to the end of the hairpin turn and turn around, which is precisely what the game does in hairpin turns in Supercross, for instance, which is fine and makes sense and so on. I will say I find myself enjoying the off-road aspects of this game a lot more than the not off-road aspects. That is, the least off-road component of this game. Supercross is the one I enjoy the least. Although if you put me in, say, the city for freestyle, I'm fine with that. Oh, that one's mud explicitly. So, do I need mud tires, Matt? Do I have mud tires? I should think about that, actually. I don't know if I do. They're cheap to buy, of course, but... I'm only ahead by a little bit here. Who is my opponent right now? Clark. Clark's the one who's threatening me. But do I have any of these that are actually like for... I don't know if I have any of these actually for mud specifically. I think I need to go in... I won't do it right now, but I think I will need to go by... Not wheels, tires. Yeah, see, these are the ice tires, which I'm not sure ever have utility in the game. Yeah, see here, there's the mud tires. I see no point in having general purpose tires ever. Now, there aren't any courses in this game, as far as I'm aware, that are really just, you know, like, they have a little bit of everything. Anyways, actually I could buy this right now if I wanted. I think I'll finish the other freestyle stuff first. But we'll probably buy this and start having some fun with it soon. After I finish, you know, the couple other pro races we have left and the freestyles we have left. The 2 freestyles we have left, I think, pro freestyles. And we'll have a Kalumpa freestyle to do. I didn't really check my tires here, actually. Did I? Well, no, I didn't. I looked earlier. And yes, this place is considered dirt, not mud. I don't know why it's considered dirt, not mud when it's raining, is storming actively. But whatever. I feel like any dirt at that point turns to mud. Still like this place. I like that. It's the only place where it feels like the weather's interesting. And there's only so much weather in this world that isn't, you know, like something totally fantastical. Like, I don't know, a tornado in the middle of your freestyle map. But you know, this one's interesting. I don't think there are any nighttime maps, for instance. Which, I mean, yeah, you have to worry about visibility somehow, but that would be a cool thing for them to do, for instance. There might be, like, a Supercross at night or something, I'm not sure, but there aren't any outdoor at night maps. This one seems, I don't know if this one's supposed to be at night. Like, definitely not at night, I don't think. Maybe twilight hours or something, but if that, but like, the weather alone is enough to explain how dark it is. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're not on racing rules here for respawning. We're on free ride rules, which is really annoying. Hi, Rock. Happy to see you've announced your presence. But yeah, like the usual, we'll learn our way around this course before we start worrying too much about getting first anywhere. Which, I mean, might all happen in the course of a single race. It might not. It's just, I mean, enduro is partly about figuring out routes and whatnot, so. But yeah, this is my favorite kind of race, by a significant margin, I think. I have been convinced that National can also be fun by the last 2 national races we did, but this is still what I think is really at the heart of the experience. You get the off-road component of, you know, off-road racing. I was really just heading straight out into the ocean for a second there. There's no way that the place we need to go is up on the... Okay, no, you don't have to go up on top of the road, but a number of people did take that route. That's funny. Oh, I hit a barrel and sent it off into the ether there, apparently. Oh, you actually have to go through the... Yeah, my head went through that. You actually have to go through the fence there. It's hard to see. Just that one little hole punch in the fence. Yeah, this is a fun map. Yeah, I enjoy the, I don't know, the thinking component of having to decide a route yourself. But also, it feels, you know, like you're doing off-road stuff. And also, the enduro races are in the open freestyle maps that are my favorite maps in the game to begin with anyways. I continue to assure you I'm not actually deliberately making anyone wipe out, because I'm not actually good at doing so on purpose to start with. But... yeah, taking an awkward, heavily cut path here. Oh, that's not the right place to go. It's going somewhere else than I thought we were going. You see, I like how this one really takes you through some of the industrial parts of the map. Oh, well, I got up to that like 90 degrees, but I'll take it. I feel like it's still unreasonable to climb up a little bit there. Not go straight directly to the... Oh, hello. Directly to the waypoint there, but pretty close. I don't think the game's using waypoint anywhere to refer to these things that you've seen, but I believe if you open up the game's enduro editor, that is available, because you can make enduro races yourself. I believe these things are called waypoints in that editor. Just for context as to why I call them that instead of checkpoints. Probably should be consistent, just call them checkpoints in every context, honestly, but... Yeah, this is a... I like Enduro as, like, a tour of this place and just letting you experience and have to learn how to navigate all of its different terrain. This of course, is a decent example of that. It's really not often I find myself wanting to power slide in this game. At least not anymore. There was a time where I did it fairly often when I started this playthrough, but not anymore. I guess because now I have a better understanding that it's usually best to not lose traction. If I have to do a really quick, like 180-degree turn, I will. Controller is rumbly like crazy today. Jeez. It's just some very rumbly terrain that I was on just now. But, and even then, I still haven't quite learned how to hit a power slide around a tight turn and keep all my speed, because sometimes you can keep like a ridiculous amount of speed that I don't think even makes physical sense. Other times you lose traction and you just slide out all of your speed. I haven't quite understood how to do that. I think you ideally want to... I don't know. I find you generally want to be light on using the power slide button, like even when you use it you don't want to hold it down too much. I'm not sure really. Wasn't trying to preload there, but wasn't even entirely trying to do that wheelie, but it was a good idea, I think, in the end. I went straight through that. That little tree there. Got it. Again, I need to remember that if push comes to shove, if I need to think about whether I really need to get first here, I need to make sure I get ahead of Clark, I think, specifically. I think I'm doing pretty okay. But we'll see. If I mess up again and just eat a wall or something, we'll have to see whether things look like they're going to work out in my favor or not. Oh, yeah, that was not good. I just did not... I realized way too late I usually cut the corner there. Where'd we go? You know, to this day I haven't quite decided, I haven't quite figured out what makes something good menu music. Now, this is all the songs tends to play on the main menu, and I think it's good menu music. I'm not sure why. There are some songs in my time that I thought are really good menu music. Of course, there are different kinds of tones you can go for. Hello, hi! Are you scripted or something? What happened there? It would be more interesting if that actually, like, blocked off part of the path I would normally take, but it absolutely did not. It just, like, highlighted it, if anything. I don't think there's much of any, like, scripted stuff in these stages that, where that sort of thing happens normally. There may have been, there's that one course that's basically a forest fire, where it seems really unreasonable to jump onto the road here when you could just not. I think there might be a tree that fell over in that one, I don't remember very well. I'm surprised how light those barrels are and how you don't just immediately fly off your bike if you dare touch any of them. I know land and do an immediate 90-degree turn is not ideal. right there, but up, up. I'm doing okay. McDonald is the one threatening me right now, which is not a huge deal. Hi, Rock. Yeah, if Clark does poorly, it's not too big of a deal if I get second. Because Clark is the one who's just way closer to me than anyone else is in points. Yeah. Not hitting that terrain very well, oh boy. But this part is nice and flat, and you just go straight to the checkpoint. As long as you don't go straight into it with your face like I did last time, at least. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Man, these are getting some of these races are getting really long lately. I mean, enduro being 9 minutes is nothing unusual, really, but this after the national that was like 12 minutes. Yeah, so Clark is starting to lose it, which is good. Oh, Glacier Resort. Would not mind going there. See, snow slash ice. I don't know if there's any race or anything in this game that's ever pure ice. Or it's actually a good idea to bring the ice tires. I guess it might depend on what route you're taking or something if you're doing... There's apparently a train or something on Glacier Resort? I don't even remember that. Again, like, there's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen in these places. But, there's just not that much ice on the whole map. I don't know. Okay, so we did National, we did Enduro, we did Short Track. So that's all the pro stuff I want to do for now for races. So next time we'll finally... Whoa. Cords. Cords causing problems with each other. Next time we'll head on over to Pro's Backyard. This is the concept that I always found the most amusing for a stage, even though it's not super interesting to actually, you know, see or play compared to anything else, but you'll see. I kind of get most of the idea just from the name already, but the picture actually hides most of the interesting stuff, interestingly. Anyways, you'll see it. Bye, everyone.